And that sucks because it's huge looking, but I can understand why they're building it, because then it can go up and send off these satellites into space and then come back, grab a new satellite. So, we'll have more satellites in space, and I think hopefully cheaper stuff, hopefully. Please. Cheaper satellite TV, please. Direct TV, expensive as fuck. Let me see if my show's still on. Okay. 30 minutes. Alright. Good. Alright, and there's been an expanse of warm water dubbed the Blob consumes North Pacific. I mean, what does that even mean? The Blob? Warm water? Okay. So, I'm looking at this article, and it's just... It looks just like water. Weird things are happening off the Pacific coast. And at the center of the action is a warm water mass called the Blob. It's turning coastal ecosystems on its head. Species are dying along Washington, Oregon, and Northern California. And the sea stars, marine birds, sardines are among them. And it started in the fall of 2013 when the Gulf of Alaska, it had unusually winter storms that actually showed up to cool down the Pacific, and that gave rise to an expanse of warmer water. Okay, so this blob, I guess it's really bad. I just don't get it. I don't get why a few degrees in water change would just decimate this area like that. That's bad. Now, hopefully, before these animals get dead, there are trackers and fishers that will save these animals to package them into meats and cans for our everyday use. So I don't want to see a bunch of carcasses, because that's not the way God intended it, so... Here's another thing. Climate change is fueling a spike in wildfires across the Americas. Well, good thing it's Americas, because if you add that S after America, that's a cuz. So that means South America and not America, if that makes sense. So it looks like, showing a tree on fire in Paranoia neighborhood in Brasilia, July 29. Drought, high temperatures, and low humidity areas have caused wildfires in several places in Brazil. That sucks, man. That sucks. Let's just fucking nuke the trees before they kill us. So that's one way I see it. Okay, and one Russian senator wants to ban gay-friendly emoji. What is the gay-friendly emoji? Russian senator? Yeah, it must be senator. Mikhail Machenko has had it with the emoji depicting same-sex relationships. He alleges the same-sex parenting and kissing emoji violates Russia's 2013 law against gay propaganda, according to translations of the Russian newspaper report from Quartz. Mikhail reportedly said the emoji promoted non-traditional sexual relationships and denied family values. His complaint prompted a state media investigation into the emoji that could lead to them being banned from social media in Russia. Pro-gay emoji has been available on iPhones since 2012. The Russian law allows for blocking of pro-gay websites and fining individuals and businesses that publicly support gay rights. That's interesting, because I don't think I've seen this emoji. If someone knows about this emoji, because I can't think of anything I've ever seen on here, and I've done some really terrible things with emojis, and I've never seen that emoji. So, is this possibly a more Russian emoji that mostly works on their systems? But I don't know. That's weird. And isn't there more problems in Russia that they probably need to worry about? Or is that just me? It's me. Photos reveal cute but unlikely double act as marmoset monkey pals up with an iguana. So what I want you guys all to do is to Google this. Google marmoset monkey and iguana. There's nothing I can really talk about that would explain it other than this monkey is petting this iguana. It's so cute. I wish I was that monkey. And the monkey is very nice, although it does have black hands. It's very cute. And one last thing I'll say about this is the way it's petting the iguana. Because iguanas are little mean fucks. I don't know if any of you guys have ever owned an iguana. I've been around some, and they're mean. Mean, vicious fucks. Very mean, very brutal. You know, that's why if you ever get a reptile pet, get a snake or get a bearded dragon. Don't get iguana. Iguanas are beautiful. I'll give them that. They're mean. Mean little fucks. And also, you know, I'm looking here at this 2016 Republican presidential nomination chart here, and it looks like Fox News, Trump is winning with +3. ABC, Trump is winning +11. CNN, Trump is winning +3. Rasmussen, it looks like he's getting +12. Quinnipiac, +7. NBC, +4. So basically, Trump is leading all the other Republican presidential nominees because, you know, I might get in trouble with some of you, but I'm kind of liking this guy because, you know, but then again, there's got to be something about this guy because, you know, I've seen the different articles out there where, yes, he was at the Clintons' wedding. They were at his wedding. And, or I'm sorry, no, I have that wrong. They were at his wedding. He got married in 2005, I believe it was. And he was a Clinton supporter not too long ago. So one must wonder if the rumors out there that basically say he's trolling on behalf of the Clintons, like he's becoming a huge attention whore, so all the other Republican nominees don't get noticed. Like Rand Paul has done a lot of stuff and no one has really paid attention. I mean, ever since Trump, I mean, Rand Paul was kind of the rising star, at least I could see him, and this Trump guy just kind of destroyed his spotlight because Rand Paul had to do something spotlight horse himself, but he did it with more acts than just kind of like words. And Trump, you know, maybe he might not be a bad change. You know, a lot of people are trying to knock his wife. She is, I think, from Slovenia. Yeah, she's somewhere around there, but she's actually educated. She's a successful business woman herself, so she's not just some ditz that a lot of people like to paint her in a corner as. But yeah, she's beautiful and she's successful and she's smart, and should be kind of interesting if he indeed wins. Which at this point, who knows? I can't. A lot of people out there have their suspicions that certain things are going to happen. A lot of people are actually coming with a theory that, hell, Hillary's campaign is slowly going down into the gutter as Bernie keeps rising the polls. So we'll see. Never know with the politics. It's like a never-ending, changing game. But I think what might get Trump in trouble is just like the stuff he said with John McCain, like how he likes the winners, not the losers, or people who don't get caught. But he doesn't have a filter, really. So a lot of these other people, they do have filters. Like Rand Paul, whenever something big happens, like with the whole Confederate flag thing, like it took his office, I think, like 10 days after they formulated, the public opinion about it. And then, you know, so it's not very courageous. So I think we should just let Donald Trump run his mouth and just accept it. And if he's wrong about something, just let him know he's wrong. And then he just learns from there. Because, in case you haven't noticed also, the Koch brothers and him have been sort of fighting over a few things because they have their hands in a lot of different political stuff. And he has his little following. So it's could get pretty nasty here. Let's hope so. And let's just hope the best person wins. Fuck, this country definitely needs it. Holy fuck. Uh-oh. Let's see here. The Republicans begin pivotal debate week with New Hampshire forum. Republicans will test their messages in New Hampshire on Monday, with the exception of Donald Trump, in a pivotal week on the 2016 campaign trail that will be dominated by their first head-to-head debate on Thursday. Isn't that funny? There's going to be 14 people out of the 17 candidates in Manchester, New Hampshire. Oh, man. I mean, that does there need to be this many candidates to choose from? I mean, a lot of them are very similar and not so unique like they think. Oh, boy. And Trump won't even be there. Doesn't that diminish it entirely? Like, the leading candidate isn't there. He cannot be bothered to go there, so we're going to have a bunch of the scrubs talking to each other. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Another thing is, some Americans refuse to give up on the Confederate flag. And this is an article from My Way. And it shows here, Hanover, Pennsylvania. Many Americans assumed that the Confederate flag was retired for good after governors in South Carolina and Alabama removed it from their state houses this summer, and presidential candidates from both parties declared it too divisive for official display. But people still fly it, and not just in the South, despite announcements from leading flag makers and retailers that no longer sell the products showing the secessionist battle flag. Well, that's the thing is, I can understand, these governments not wanting to show that flag because it represents something that doesn't exist anymore. But on the other hand, I can understand why they did display it, because it's Southern pride, and Southern pride I think is real. And if you look at the flag, it has the Scottish, the saltire, I think that's what it's called. And a lot of people don't know this, but the South has a big Scottish, the Scotch Irish and the Scottish people. So that's why the stars and bars, if you look at the blue, the blue saltire, I think that's what it's called. That's kind of denotes the Scottish people. So there is actually a heritage marker in that flag. So when people complain, oh yeah, it's hate, there is seriously not just, there is seriously a heritage indicator inside of it. So, and people don't know that, and they don't know it's a battle flag. They consider it the Confederate flag, and it's really not. This was like towards the end of the war, and the reason why they changed this flag this way is for the military, because on the battlefield the first few Confederate flags looked too close to the American flag, or at least you can distinguish it very well. So they made this, which you could easily distinguish because of the stars and the bars. And this flag is actually called the Southern Cross. So that's just some fun fact. A lot of people don't know that. So let's see, how much more time do we got here? Got 43 minutes. Let me make sure I said hello to the chat room, because you know me, I'm going chats, right? Okay, so we got Alpha Dog. Welcome. That is the real Alpha Dog. I think it is. I don't think too many people clone him. Nice to see you, Alpha Dog. I hope to see you do more shows. I hope to see you at more shows, because Spreaker needs as many people as it can get. Because let's just not pretend. The talent pool, a little slim. Audience participation, a little slim. Let's get those numbers up, And got Stacy Watts. What's up? How's it going? Lispiner is here. How you doing, Lispiner? Lispiner is my favorite conservative Canadian. That's Shillbilly's good friend. If you ever want to see some Canadian fights in the News Guys show, you will see Lispiner and Shillbilly go at it. Because on one hand you have a conservative man, and on the other hand you have a liberal man. And then they clash and they fight and they don't like each other no more. And that just hurts. Let's see, who else did I miss? We got Black Sheep Dog. What's up, man? How you doing? Well, my show is 45 minutes, so it's just about over.